actually give that to Tofu for a third game in a row?
It is not a first phase ban hero, and he's picking it in the first phase. I mean, so no, I think they're getting rid of it. Okay, against the Razor in the lane. Death Prophet, maybe. Darkseer, okay. That's an Ursa buff. It's the thing. You need to buff up the Ursa. So they went for it.
And again, I've talked about it for a couple of drafts now. The control, if you can control the Ursa, which Yutaro has impressed on that recently, but if you can control that Ursa, you just take that hero out of the game, it turns into dead weight. So so Gaimin Gladiators, if they can control the Ursa, I think they are going to take this game. But guys, don't forget, below the stream there is a banner. You can click it, get yourself a free $15 bet.
The thing for Spirit in this game is that they have to systematically go one by one to the objectives in this game, right? The towers, then into the kills, then into the Roche. And you don't want to be stopped at any single point there. The thing is, they can lose the lanes, right? Sniper can win against the Lesh. The Darkseer can have a bad time there, even though Tiny is one of the best heroes to combo with you. So that is, those are some issues. Are they thinking of sending the LC to the bottom lane? Like, LC Wisp, actually, again, it's fine. If you have a Wisp, even the Legion Commander is going to be okay there against the Darkseer. The Wisp is the key thing there, and it seems like, yes, they want... What they're doing right now in Gaimin Gladiators, they're trying to win all the lanes, right? And if it works out, it's going to be amazing for them.
Yeah, and Celery going to be chased down by Mamposhka, some harass coming through. If he got into too much danger like that, he has that tether, and... we can see that, yeah, it is going to be, like you say, the LC moving down towards this bottom lane.
Darkseer on top.
Did he move them? Are they playing some musical lanes?
Yep.
Okay. I would have thought, yeah, the Razor wouldn't have been too bad against the Ursa here as well, but do you then, if you're Gaimin Gladiators and you're seeing this coming out, are you just happy with this, or do you actually go for, play that extended musical lanes where you go for the TPs, or maybe walk yourself up to the top lane and then turn around halfway through that we see sometimes, and then the TPs, then the mind games start coming out? Tofu, he gets the kill onto Tiny in that top lane, just straight away pulls it out of the back.
The thing about the Darkseer is that he's very weak in the safe lane, right? Because you are pushing into the enemy tower and they can chase you for a long time. And Tusk and the Razor are very good at chasing. Plus, they have a ton of physical damage, and Tiny has 0 armor. The thing is, though, Razor on its own without the Wisp isn't that great against the Darkseer, but I think because of how the lanes are positioned, that you're gonna be fine. You're okay just because it's the safe lane Darkseer.
Okay, and here in the mid lane as well, we can see Quinn again. He's just trying to get the harass out onto Lal. Do you go for more points now? Do you still go for the points into Shrapnel to get the harass off, or are you going to be looking for more points here to get that attack distance down and just play away from anything that Lal can put out on the Leshrac?
People are usually now just going for the headshot and the take aim because of the Mask of Madness build. So considering that Quinn went for that one in the previous game, and also because the raid bans are so strong, so considering he went for that in the previous game, I have little belief that he's going to be changing it up and going for the Shrapnel.
Okay, well, we'll see as the game goes on. And again, is this more of a BKB game or do you expect Quinn to go for something similar where he didn't even really need to pick up the BKB like in the last game?
He has a lot of saves in this one. So, like looking at the last game, I would assume he doesn't want it because he should be protected from all sides. So it's just how he feels. If he goes for a BKB, I think it's going to be, if he feels super strong, that if he dies, it's going to be super bad for him. But in other situations, if he goes for a defensive BKB, that can be very much game losing. You're up against the Ursa, he can bash you once and still kill you. So I'm going to believe no. And in the previous game, I think the BKB was a solid one at some point, but they had a completely different approach to the game, Gaimin Gladiators.
Okay, and we can see that Mira here, he's trying to do his best just to get disrupted onto Tofu, but Tofu, he's stopping this pull coming through, and he's just even farming out onto this neutral camp. And Mira, he's trying to contest, but Tofu's just throwing the right clicks onto him, saying, "What are you doing? These are my creeps. Go somewhere else. Find your own little neutral camp."
Yeah. So 1k gold lead already for Gaimin Gladiators. If you look at the CS, they're having a grand time here. Legion Commander, as a safe laner, you can't dive that much, but you are at least getting immense amounts of farm. And I mean, their ability to kill him is not there. And look at this again, heavy physical damage, 0 armor, tiny, easy kill.
Yeah, the eye shards come through. The plasma field and static link gets used 2 points into the static link there as well. Razor takes all of the damage, and you can't get away because the eye shards just, you have to run yourself back into him with the tag team as well. Going to be slowed down. Collapse might even be in trouble now as well. The plasma field comes through, and one more right click, even with the vacuum. Shad, he's going to be able to get the kill on Mira. I mean, the toss comes back, but Shad just says, okay, thanks. Get me back into lane.
Exactly what I wanted to be. Thank you. This is looking scary for Spirit. Really, really scary for Spirit. Because you have a lineup that's relying on having the first jump. And with those kind of lineups, you want to have a good time. And even the Ursa, look at what's happening to Yotaro. Very rarely do we see the laning phase go bad for Team Spirit. This is kind of what happened on TI for them on TI 11. They had bad times in the lanes, and they didn't manage to win any of the games.
Yeah, and again, like you say, Yotaro, he's being pushed back. I mean, the creeps are going to be underneath the tower now as well. He's going to try and look for the lasses, but Ace is just coming in through with the harass. And look at him. He's not even really bothered about it. The creeps are going to pull through anyway, but he's just getting right on top of Maposhka, and there's nothing. Maposhka might be able to get the telekinesis out on one of them, but if they're both chasing him down, there's just nothing that he can do. And the extra boost coming through, like you say, onto Ace from the Wisp. On the regen, he can just do stuff like this. He's not bothered about fade bolts coming through. He's not bothered about the telekinesis for a little bit. Lol is moving himself down towards the bounty, and he's going to try and snatch this one up. And Ace, did he want to go even further onto this? And Chad's going to be able to get another kill onto me. We just need another cam. Instead of the mini-map in the bottom left, just put a second camera on this lane, because this lane is just picking up kills. 4 kills so far. And Chad, he's taking everything in this lane that he can get. Tofu, Plasma Field's going to come through. There's going to be the tag team once again. Snowball's going to be coming out, and the shards and Collapse. Again, he has to turn himself around. And the extra speed is completely wasted here because of how long Tofu can just waste the Darkseer's time.
It's beautiful what Tofu is doing here, using his spells perfectly and not allowing Team Spirit to go anywhere. Also, you talk about the LC and diving. LCs, players who play the Legion Commander, when they have a Wisp on their lane, they turn into complete psychos. They start screaming at their Wisps if they're not diving enough. Literally, I'm not even kidding. You will say, like, why aren't we in their face? Why aren't we diving them? What's happening? It kind of happens with the LC, and if they're playing the Night Stalker, the offlaners, it's just insane. And that's why Ace now, he can be so confident in this lane. I guess he did take some damage, so it is going to allow Yotaro to get a little bit more farm going his way.
Yeah, do you imagine then Ace is like, get me in closer, I want to hit them with my sword, and, you see, but they're in the fountain. Did I stutter? Get me in that fountain. Collapse. He's being forced off the lane. Ace, he's looking at, in terms of net worth, he's ahead of Yotaro now as well. Maposhka, the damage is just coming through, and Quinn's got himself a double damage. There's going to be the tag team coming through now as well. The shutdown onto all 3 lanes, and you said Quinn, he was going to have a good time on the sniper, and Gaimin Gladiators, they wanted to win all 3 lanes, and at the minute, they're doing it. They're absolutely rocking all 3 lanes.
Okay, Ace, on the bottom lane, he's doing well, but Yotaro is farming better, especially with that kill. So yeah, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Spirit did win the quote-unquote safe lane. It is in the off lane. But Ursa will need some time to get online here. You are going for a battle here. You don't have a Magnus that you can get away with the Diffusal Blade. So Yotaro will have to find a way to be useful here, and this is just a bullying of Collapse. They found it. They found a way to shut him down. That's it. Collapse doesn't have a game.
Yeah, like I say, he had to move into the jungle to try and find, with the Iron Shells, try and find some farm, and Razor, he's just completely taken over that top lane. He's doing, Shad here is doing to Collapse what Collapse usually does to everybody else. Lol, again, taking the damage. And you are right, it's gone for the 4 points into the headshot, 3 points into the take game now as well. Lol, he's trying to close this gap. The snowball's going to be coming through now as well, so that might be another death onto Lol. It is going to be another death onto Lol. Now the Avalanche, but Mira, the tag team, it's still going. The right clicks, one more, and Quinn, he's going to be able to give himself a double. Bottom lane, Ace, he's going to be taking a little bit of damage now as well. Does he have the heal? Throwing out the overwhelming odds as well. And I mean, he's level 5. Okay, only level 4 onto Celery, so there's not going to be any relocate duels coming in just yet. But level 5 onto Ace, he's getting close to that 6. And do you expect the rotations, the duels to start coming out anytime soon? Or does he just want to stick in this lane?
Depends on Tofu. Depends on what Tofu wants to do. I think you stick in that lane. Ah, no,
well,
not again.
Tofu at the minute, what he's doing is he's shutting down Lyle. The avalanche does come through. The toss is going to be there for Tofu. He gets the kill. Quinn will go down. Lyle does pick that one up, so it's going to be a decent amount of gold going the way back of Lyle. But Tofu still gets the kill right after the fact.
Tofu is level 7. That was a nice play from Mira. You know, Tofu has been destroying this game, but Mira, this time around, he was ready, and he knew exactly what he needed to do, kill the sniper, right? The thing is that this Tusk is going to be an issue. If you look at heroes on the side of Team Spirit, their armor isn't great, you know, especially until Tiny gets level 12. Ursa isn't the highest of armor hero.
God damn, Mira, the tag team comes out again, and Tofu was just waiting there invis. He's going to take a couple of tower shots, but he just sets up, gets the kill onto Mira, and Mira, well, the Sentry Ward wasn't even close, so Tofu now, he used to use that little bit of life. Oh, bottom lane. Do they want to try and get aggressive? I mean, Ace, he's backing himself off underneath the tier 1. Yutaro, and the heals coming through as well, the regen from Celery. So even though the damage is there, Ace, he's going to be able to get himself back to full life in pretty much no time at all.
Mid lane tower falls. It is actually, you know, Team Spirit's lineup that should be good at pushing out the waves and taking down towers. And they're not even close. And it's all coming down from this Tusk. You know, it started on the top lane, but now he just has the advantage to do whatever he wants. Tofu, I don't know, he's just playing way too good today.
Telekinesis comes out, and Ace shrugs it off. Going to be able to heal himself back up, trying to contest onto these creeps again. And with Celery again backing him up, he's got the heals, and he's going to hit that level 6. You know, he's going to be there now as well, so he's going to be able to get the point into the duel. And are you expecting that? I mean, look at in the river. 2 heroes moving down onto this bottom lane. You've got the rotation coming through from Tofu. The duel comes out. The Enrage is going to be there, but the Walrus Punch comes out, and they're going to be able to take down the Rubik. And now Yutaro with the Ice Shards. They're going to be able to get 2. Top lane, Shad, he gets the kill onto Collapse. Mira trying to do the damage. Shad's trying to get himself away from this. He will be taken down. So Mira does finally get the kill onto Shad, but that's still 3 heroes for the Razor, and your first duel victory there as well.
That's a Razor that stays top lane all on his own. He's all on his own, and he's fighting 2 heroes. That's a wall usage as well. Team Spirit, they're using so many resources to try to do something, and it's not really working out. And okay, now it's daytime. You would like to hunt right now when the sniper doesn't have the added vision, but your mid lane tower has fallen. You have no blink daggers. You're not close to any blink daggers, and it's Gaimin Gladiators that are going on the aggressive when the sniper is allowed to play aggressive at this point in the game, and you actually have no chance of surviving yet. The Slash is just dead.
Yeah, look at him. Quinn's just going to sit in the trees and right-clicking down at Tofu. Even before the snowball completed, you know, Quinn had a lot of Lyle's health there, and Lyle, he's not playing the Ember Spirit. He doesn't have Void Spirit or Storm, any of the spirits. You know, he doesn't have that escape mechanism. Once someone's on top of him, unless he looks to get a 4-staff later on into the game or one of his supports are there to help him out, he's just locked down. Now Shad chasing down. Mira's going to be able to get the toss. Celery gets the kill onto Mira's courier now as well. Shad, though, there's going to be, the rotation coming through on the backlines as well. Tofu's going to be here. Even Quinn moving in to get the kill onto Mira in the trees. Collapse tries to get himself away, but the Ice Shards come through. The Walrus Punch Quinn. Any more right clicks coming through? Are they just going to try and save this? He's duking himself around in the trees, but Plasma Field will finish it. Tofu gets that kill. 17-3 in 11 minutes. 11 minutes, hurry.
709. He has the drums, and that's the thing. Sniper uses the Mask of Madness and the drums. He does so much damage. The Wisp empowers the Razor. He gives him attack speed there with the tether, and you give him the drums, he rips people apart if he's taken the damage away from them. This is amazing plays coming out from Gaimin Gladiators. Team Spirit. It's a tough one. It's really a tough one because their heroes are so susceptible to dying right now. They don't have any armor. They have to be the ones on the aggressive. It's... With whom are you aggressive with?
Well, you're the analyst. You're supposed to be the one that giving me the answers. As you can see, Mira and Maposhka, they're trying to do something here, but all it's going to do... I mean, the surge comes in from Collapse as well, but Chad is away. If things really go to hell here, Celery, he's going to have that relocate out as well, so he can press the panic button. Tofu, he's going to see Yutaro. Did he want to try and make it out? In fact, the LC might be able to move in here now as well. Yeah, they're going to be able to get the lockdown. The duel comes out. The Blade Mail is going to be there. An Ace. He gets himself... Is that his second duel victory?
Yes, and that is an level 8 LC that has been in the lane for the entirety of the game, and the level 10 Tusk that hasn't seen a lane, literally. He has just been between those, and now he's chasing the Lesh in the mid lane. But this is something that Spirit might turn around, and oh man, and unluckily, you know, for Team Spirit, he misses the shards there. That could have been a great bait.
And yeah, it's 18 to 13 minutes in. There's a 5k net worth lead going the way of Gaimin Gladiators. Net worth wise, all three cores on the side of Gaimin Gladiators ahead as well. Ursa is close to Quinn, but Tofu, he's just enabling the entirety of his team here. You know, every lane he goes to, he just seems to be able to set up perfectly that they get at least one kill out of it. And you can't really say, oh, we need to shut down Tofu, because he's a bloody support, and it's like I say, enabling the rest of the team to look so good.
Right now, Gaimin Gladiators, it's very easy for them to kind of draw the lines at which they know they're going to be able to respond and still win a fight. And that's why they're just getting closer to Team Spirit, but they're not engaging right now. Team Spirit, what they're doing good right now is that they're understanding what their limits are. But at some point, you have to go aggressively, because you're not going to get back into this game just by farming. And there it is. The smoke comes out. It has to be the supports and the Lesh. Lesh for the damage and the supports to start it off. The thing is, if you look at Gaimin Gladiators, they're just playing the buddy system. 2 heroes on top, 2 heroes in the mid lane, and the LC is very close to the tower bottom.
Yeah, the snowball comes out, going to just disrupt onto Miposhka now as well. Quinn going to be chased down, though. They should be able to get the kill, so they are going to be able to take down the sniper, but Tofu gets a solo kill onto Miposhka, and now Shad's here. The duel's going to be coming out as well as that, and it's just going to be another kill onto the Tiny. The duel will complete in time. It won't, but Mira will still go down.
Nice pickup from the Lesh. Larl understands. He understands what's up. Oh, nice. Yeah. Nice one.
You get the kill into Celery now as well. Shad in no man's land left there, but Tofu, he wants to be coming in the ice shards. Don't actually get the lockdown, and now Tofu, he might have gone a step too far. The wall comes out, but with the wall on, yeah, the wall being down, Collapse gets himself the double kill. The illusion's doing so much damage, and Ace, he couldn't get it to catch up.
Gaimin Gladiators is wanting a little bit too much. It's gonna cost them, and they didn't expect the Lesh goes for a blink early on, because you always see the Bloodstone, but he's like, yeah, screw it, we need someone to make plays, or else this game is over. And he makes so many of them. With the Tusk dying, that's a really huge streak that goes the way of Team Spirit, and now they have a blink, they have the Guardian Greaves, finally they have some of their item timings. The problem is that Gaimin Gladiators, they have them as well, and they're just slightly stronger still.
Yeah, and guys, don't forget the banner below the stream. You can get yourself a free $15 bet if you are a new customer below, just by clicking the banner below the stream. And 20 to 7 here. Well, no, it's only 7:15. But Gaimin Gladiators, they just look like they're not going to slow down. They're getting these wards down. They're getting the vision. There's going to be another jump in now as well. Lol, he's going to be taken out. And the damage coming through from Ace. He's stacking up the duels. 38 plus damage on the duels. He's got that blink dagger. He's got the blade mail available now as well. And Quinn just sitting back, support, not even support, just, you know, again, like Tofu, he's just enabling these duels when he's there, when he's in distance, because the damage, he's got the Dragonlance coming out, but with the shrapnel, the 4 points into the take aim, the headshot there as well. He doesn't even have a point into the assassinate. He's just happy with his right clicks now.
And he's gonna have a shard, so next time that he gets jumped by the Lesh, he can get himself away. Just get that distance between the two heroes, and that is big. So that means that Collapse is gonna have to be a part of the fight from the start if you want to kill the sniper. And as soon as the Collapse is missing, that should be a red flag for Gaimin Gladiators.
Yo, top lane, Mira. Avalanche comes out. Who's going to be back in Shad up? Is there a relocate in? Can they get anything out of this now as well? I mean, Ace is going to be there. He has a duel. But there's going to be the end of the search now as well. The jump in. Do they want to try and go into this? The Blade Mail. It will be wearing off, but Shad's still going to be able to get the Plasma Field off. You're going the wrong way. That is not your side of the map. Mira getting locked down with the Avalanche. 3 heroes, Eye of the Storm. Can Ace get himself in range? Lol, though, he's still not throwing out the duel. The Split Earth comes out, and Ace, he might go down. He will go down. And the damage, though, lol, he's having to sit the BKB, though, from Shad. He's going to be able to get the kill. Lol, he just couldn't finish off Shad, and with that BKB, the relocate comes out, and Shad, he's out of danger now.
Tofu
is turn it around onto Tofu. Tofu, they're going to be tossed into the Ursa, and Ursa says, thank you very much.
Yeah, nice joke around the trees from Collapse, and the wall was in a perfect position to just slow them down. The Blink Daggers from the side of Team Spirit are really coming in handy right now. We're seeing a bit of a difference there. But Gaimin Gladiators, they got a little bit ahead of themselves. I think with this kind of lineup now, you want to stand your ground at your vision. And this is bad for the sniper. Quinn is going to get caught.
Yeah, they're going to make another dive in now. Quinn, is there any protection? There's not. The LC was close by, but he just, against 4 heroes on the side of Spirit, there was nothing that Ace could do. It's not like Shad and Whisper were close by to get the relocate out. Tofu's still dead.
Roche.
So, yeah, Spirit, they're getting themselves back into this game. And Roche is going to be a really nice objective. Can Gaimin Gladiators do anything to contest this?
Ideally, they would want the sniper here. That's their best hero to just drop out the shrapnel and have the vision. But no, the Roche is gone. It's way too fast.
Yeah, you can see Gaimin Gladiators hanging around on the edge of the pit, but it already goes down, and Yutaro, he's going to be able to pick up that Aegis and get himself out.
Nice vision from Gaimin Gladiators, but I think Spirit know this. They know that there's vision in the vicinity, so they're gonna go to their own ward. Very nice movements from Team Spirit in the past couple of minutes, and Gaimin Gladiators, they're running forward, and their lineup isn't the best at doing that.
Lol, he has to get the blink away. There is going to be the jump in now as well. The blade mail comes out, but they might still be able to take down the AC. They will be able to get that kill. Naposhka will be taken down. They get the punch up though, they get collapse. So they're going to trade off their off-laner for an off-laner on support, and Lol, he's not away just yet. He has that haste though. So he's looking pretty fast, and it looks like nobody going to be able to close the gap. Lol, he's just going to, prance his way out of danger here, the Disco Pony. He's looking pretty fine. Shad, the TP away, and Shad can't get him. Lol, yeah, he's going to be way safe, it looks like.
Ace is... he's being too aggressive. There was always a point in this game that's gonna come, unless you completely stomp them, and you haven't managed to do that after an amazing laning phase, that as an LC, you're gonna be more useful if you're just saving your sniper with the press the attack, and he just wants to get that duel off. If you're getting the duel, you need to jump the Lesh, and he needs to die immediately, because if that doesn't happen, before you get the BKB, he just rips you apart. Just look at how he dies.
Yeah, and the dive in there now is on Lol. He's so fast. They do get the kill, but like you say, everybody on the side Spirit, they're just playing away, and they can't get the chase on Lol. He's out of danger, and after the Ace jumps in, the amount of damage, like you said, the burst damage came through, even with the blade mail. Ace just had no chance when he jumps in, and the rest of his team were too far away to catch up and help him out.
Yeah, and he's been dropping lower and lower in terms of net worth. I mean, compare his lane to what Collapse had, and Collapse now is over in terms of net worth. And he went for the Blink Dagger, so now you have this ability to completely win the fight. Yeah, this is looking better and better for Spirit by the minute.
Well, the Avalanche, it stops him from being able to get the gap closed and get that duel off. Oh, that was so close, but the Avalanche and Ace couldn't get there. And guys, don't forget, the banner below the stream, you get yourself a free $15 bet if you're a new customer if you click that, so don't forget about the banner below the stream here, as 20 minutes in. So Spirit, they're starting to get themselves back into it now as well. You can see the net worth wise, Ursa is going to be sitting second just above Quinn. Quinn actually going back for the Maelstrom now as well. Tofu, he's got those drums. But Team Spirit, they're going to go for the smoke rotation. Tofu, does he break it here? Might have actually broke it on Yutaro. There's going to be the Ice Shards now as well, just stopping Yutaro from really being able to gap close. And Gaimin Gladiators, they see the early warning system, they're going to be able to get themselves away. Oh, there's going to be the blink forward now as well, but Ace is already out. Quick fingers there from the LC.
If Ace goes for a halberd and not for a BKB, I would never want him to jump in for a duel. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Protect the sniper. That is the way that you need to make it happen. Protect the sniper, be close to him, but not right next to him. Because now when you see the blink on the Darkseer, you need to be aware that a big team fight can go very much in favor of Team Spirit. And what Yutaro is going to be trying to do once he gets the blink is to get in to create the chaos in a fight so that Collapse can get this kind of an opening. This is why it's important that Yutaro had a good lane, that he had a lot of items, because he needs to be the one to create the space so that his teammates can shine.
Yeah, and looking at the Tiny as well, the Blink's coming out before the 4-staff, but he does still want to go back for the 4-staff there as well. Leshrac, he's got the Ghost Scepter out. Does he, I mean, he's going to be going for the Bloodstone next, but does he want to go back for the full E-Blade there to maybe help out anyone that gets caught in the duels?
Possibly, but it's not too bad. It's actually not too bad. Not something that we see on Lesh too often. Usually people go for Nihilism, but this is a different game. You know, this is not a Bloodstone Lesh game that we're used to. He had to find new ways to approach it because the game is looking really bad for them. So they surprised Gaimin Gladiators quite a lot. And now the gold lead, I mean, It's mostly this Tusk being ahead of all the other supports, basically, because if that wasn't the case, the goal would be maybe 1k, and that's pretty much even in my books. So Team Spirit, they've been able to equalize this game right now, and they should be quite happy considering how it started. And Ace, he changes his mind. He's going to be going for a BKB. He wants to have the ability to jump in and kill someone, and I'm okay with that, just because you have the burst potential, and there are no saves on Spirit.
Yeah, it looks like Gaimin Gladiators, they're going to try and smoke out, maybe to find someone that was looking to, farm in the Radiant Jungle with that tier 1 tower being down, but everybody on the side of Spirit, not even in the dire triangle, they're up on the left side of the map in that dire jungle here, and Ace, the smoke's only going to last so long, and like you say, he wants to go towards that BKB, so not going to be able to find anyone just yet. Collapse, so did they have any wards to drop? Maybe to scout it out. They do have a cliff ward, it looks like, now coming out from Gaimin Gladiators there in that dire triangle.
The Collapse is going for a Aghanim Scepter, and Lesh went for a Kaya, so yes, it is going to be an E-Blade most likely. The Razor will be finishing off a Halberd. You have to start thinking of ways to get to deal with the Ursa, so that is going to be important, especially because Yatoro is contemplating a Lincoln, so you need some way to break that as well if you want to get the duel onto him. But I like the items from Shad. I really think this is the right approach here in this game in particular, because you're gonna have the damage, you're gonna have the attack speed. The only thing that you're lacking is a little bit of survivability, and you need it. You need it in the early game for the Lash, for the magic damage. You want Hood, then you get BKB, and now it's all about surviving the Ursa, and Halberd is like your best choice. So it does make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, with the AC, I mean, Razor, one of those heroes that does need the extra round. Like you said, the attack speed's going to be beneficial as well. Collapse a second too late there on the vacuum in. But yeah, like I say, he doesn't need to be going for that Bloodstone because he does have the Wisp. So the Wisp is going to offer the regen. He's got the LC there as well as Tofu for saves. So, Ace and Tofu should be able to provide with the Wisp what the Razor needs to keep himself alive in the fight. Snowball Tofu. Is he going to be able to keep himself alive now as well? But the telekinesis comes out. He's going to be locked down. The damage Tofu trying to run himself away, but Law's going to be able to get it with the Pulse Nova. The duel comes in now as well. But there is going to be the Ghost Step. It doesn't matter Quinn. This time he will be able to get off the Assassinate. Just look at Yutaro, though, ripping apart everybody in the river. And the Relocate comes out. So that is going to keep Shad and Wisp alive there. But the damage, it was still stacking up. And Shad... just looking at the Relocate got them out when they did. Because that Wisp was getting close to going down, which would have left Shad stranded.
Yeah, for sure. But he does get out. They do pull him out there. In the end, it's a 2-for-1, but the Ursa did use the 9-second BKB. So all in all, Gaimin Gladiators are not going to be too sad about it. The thing is that this lead, I don't know if it's good enough for them. Especially the way that they itemized, looking at the early game going well for them. It's gonna be problematic, right? Because this Blink Dagger from the Darkseer is the strongest teamfight hero. Not only in this game, possibly in Dota as well. And despite you not having like the best heroes to make illusions of, the wall is still an impossible spell to fight into.
Yeah, and we can see now Shad, he's moving. I mean, Mira's been really good with these, just getting himself in and get the avalanches off here as well, being able to disrupt the vacuums back, the lockdown, like you were talking about in the draft, a good vacuum back into it, split earth with a wall over the top as well. Gaimin Gladiators, they might just disappear.
Yep, that is the case, and I like what Spirit are doing. They have blink on 4 of their heroes, so you always have to keep tabs. Anyone can initiate, and what Collapse wants to do is get a hex, so that he jumps in, he hexes someone, then he runs out, and then you forget about him, and the next jump in is going to be with the vacuum wall, and you just get annihilated. So Team Spirit are itemizing quite nicely here to have a really good chance in the game.
Well, the jump comes in. He's going to be doing the damage now as well with the Force Staff. So with Mira, can he get himself out? It looks like the duel's still not going to be coming up because before he died, well, there was a toss. Ace, he's going to try and chase down. Doesn't actually find anyone with the overwhelming odds.
They're chasing more.
Huddersfield actually going to get the slow down, and Pochka did steal it now as well, but Chad want to chase it in. Yutaro's going to be coming in with the right clicks, but the Walrus Punch is going to be there, and Yutaro, he has to pop that BKB. I think he'll be able to turn it around. Yutaro, the duel comes out now as well.
Over the
Enrage, but the Enrage, so he's going to be able to survive through the duel. Plasma Field, it's going to be able to finish off, and it looks like Yutaro, can he get himself away? Lal with the double kill. He might want to try and go, and Chad, he has to go with the BKB now as well. The illusion from the sniper as well, just plinking away from him, and Chad, he's going to be taken down. One more right click, and 4 heroes on the side of Gaimin Gladiators get taken down there. Only 2 on the side of Spirit, and great fight. Even that was a clutch enrage there from Yutaro to keep himself alive through the duel.
Everything was clutch from Yotaro there. Even the bash there onto the Razor in the end. He did die because of it, but he made sure that the enemies get it completely annihilated. That was just a beautiful performance from Yotaro. The way that he approached the fight, he hit, he knew when he needed to run, and then Laurel just comes in time to slow the enemies down just a little bit. You don't have the Tiny, but you still have this this Lash with the Split Earth, and it's just an amazing hero, as well as the Tiny, to stop the advance of the enemies.
Yeah, and look at this there as well. Ace was trying to get himself in the Blade Mail. By the time he gets himself out of the telekinesis, the Blade Mail was wearing off. So
he gets disarmed here. Look at that.
Yeah, and he's trying to get himself up the hill. The duel comes in, but the BKB's there, the Enrage is there. So he was just able to get himself away from all of this. Even the old one, it's not going to be able to do enough damage. Shad, he can't finish off. He tries to go for the TP,
Bash.
and just Yutaro comes in, turns himself around, and then the telekinesis after the Shad. No more BKB for him. An easy cleanup there from the side of Team Spirit.
If Razor doesn't have the shard there, which obviously you're gonna have because it's kind of strong now, Yotaro just continues killing him and he gets him down. But the thing is that the shard was consistently zapping and there's attacks way too fast for it not to hit him at least once.
Smoke up coming through from Spirit. Are they going to be able to find the dive? They're going to be able to get themselves right on top of Quinn. The BKB comes out from Yutaro, but they've blown up the sniper. No buyback, and it is actually going to be the E-Blade coming out from Lal. Fully completed out now as well, but Miposhka doesn't get caught in the shards. The four staffs are there, and now Spirit again straight into the Roche pit. But Shad, he wants to fight this. He knows Yutaro's BKB is down. What are they going to be able to do? They looks like they've got the toss back in the back lines now as well, so they're going to be able to get the kill onto the Ursa. Yutaro goes down. Can they clean up? Lal, yeah, no buyback. Trying to get himself away. The plasma field won't connect, but Ace, he just needs one more right click, and Lal with the four staffs. He's going to be able to get him out of danger. Tofu. Do they have enough to take him down? It looks like Mira's just waiting for the blink in. There's going to be the toss back now as well. The plasma field comes out. Miposhka, he's going to be taken down. The Cliff TZ onto Ace. He was collapsed. He gets that vacuum up onto it, and now Lal's just going to take him down with the Pulse Nova as well as Diabolic Edict. They want to chase onto Shad. Shad, he's going to be slowed down by the line. And there's going to be the 4-staff now as well. So Mira with the Split Earth, with the Avalanche, they get the kill. They lose the Ursa, they lose the Rubik, but they clean up once again.
The communication of Team Spirit in that fight is insane, right? Gaimin Gladiators, they find the right initiation, they kill the Ursa, but did you see the Delta split from Team Spirit, where everyone is going on one side, and Gaimin Gladiators, they don't know who to go for, and then Team Spirit are communicating, I'm going in, I'm going out, I'm going in, I'm going out. The second that Mira finds that Avalanche on 3, you're seeing everyone just running in, and in the end, that beautiful chase down, he uses the E-Blade on himself, Laurel, and he charges down the Razor. It was just amazing.
Yeah, look at this. They move themselves around, just fighting off around the Roche pit, and it looks like Lal is going to go down. Yutaro though, he's trying to get himself on top of Tofu. Tofu will go down to Yutaro, and again Yutaro using that BKB with the bash. He wants to get that nullifier up before the Abyssal Blade, but still a really good trade, and the Razor's still not even back up just yet.
This Roche is important for both teams. Second Roche is the most important thing for the Ursa. I'm constantly repeating it because it's so true, right? Aegis and the shard, and also the timing where the Ursa is the strongest. That's what you want.
Yeah.
You don't want your timing to be taken away if the enemies take the Aegis. So that's why both of the teams are putting so much emphasis on this Roche right now.
Yeah, and the Razor is going to be back alive, so they're going to be able to smoke themselves in. It looks like, do they want to try and take it? Roche pretty much back to full health, but he's going down quick, and it looks like Spirit without Lal, they're not going to contest this.
He's coming.
Contest just yet. Collapse. He gets in. The vacuum was the wall, though. The plasma field comes out. Mira with the avalanche, and Roshan, he's still going down. And Gaimin Gladiators, Ace, well, he's running low on life, but Quinn's still going to be able to get that Aegis. And now Spirit. How does Spirit play around this now the Aegis goes? Do they want to still fight into this?
They're okay at fighting. The problem is that they don't have the wall. So you're gonna have to find different ways to approach the fight. Spirit are good at it, but they need to find a good position. This ward here on the high ground, that is a good one. That's why you're seeing Spirit just rotating towards the bottom lane.
Okay, well, when was the last time LC won a duel as well?
He won it on the Ursa around the Roche there when they went in. He won it there, so it wasn't that that far off. Big thing
Oh,
though.
okay.
Big thing is that Tofu is gonna have an Aghanim scepter. You know, fairly soon. 1,200 gold.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not gonna come as fast as it would on a core tusk, but it's still nice.
Yeah, and the force off away, Yutaro again, the range on the sniper there coming through from Quinn. Yutaro was just taking so much blink damage, and he had to get, I think he was forced away from that there as well, just to get himself away with the earth shock. And the damage that, I still think Quinn, he's putting out a lot of damage. He's, especially with this Aegis now as well, going to be so hard to deal with, and he's putting out, it's like the Draw Ranger from the last game. He just wants to sit back, or like the sniper on Quinn from the last game, where he just sits back, and Spirit is so busy trying to deal with the rest of the team that Quinn just gets the damage out. Oh, Ace, he's going to be caught out the telekinesis, and Lel picks up the kill, so getting caught out of position there, Elsie.
Oh, Ace is dropping the ball in this game. He did the same thing with the Nature's Prophet yesterday in the upper bracket finals. It's really hurting, right? Remember, it started this game on the top lane when he didn't get the duel on collapse. That's the thing. That's where it started. And I don't know, I think the nerves have got to him. Even though he's a big veteran of Dota, it can happen even to the best of us. And it's being seen here. He's not even thinking how fast Team Spirit are going to be getting there. I mean, come on, you're playing against the Darkseer lineup. He's going to be there in mere seconds. How can you chase for more than 20?
Yeah, and I suppose that's another way as well that I didn't think about, that Ursa can't be kited if he's just constantly the fastest thing on the map.
Yep. That's why the Darkseer was such a good pick. Other than the laning stage going catastrophically, Collapse's impact has probably been the biggest on the side of Team Spirit. Okay, Blink Dagger from Larl changed it up so that everyone is even allowed to have the impact. But other than that, you know, Collapse without any big plays being made, though he did make some nice vacuum walls, but overall without big plays, just using the Surge, you know, and the Shell, he has been doing so much for his team because they benefit from the Darkseer so much, both Ursa and the Lesh.
Yeah, smoke out here from Gaimin Gladiators. It looks like who's the furthest one forward. It's going to be the Rubik. Smoke's going to be breaking, but he gets that blink away, so he's going to be keeping himself safe. They're not going to be finding anything here, Gaimin Gladiators, with this smoke. Two of them have already worn off, and because he's Spirit, they just have that spidey sense. It's tingling. They just play themselves on the other side of the map. Mira, even in the trees, the blinking from Tofu, though, he's not going to be able to find it as Mira gets that blink away as well. The Shrapnel, they're trying to scout him out, but Mira should be able to get the TP. No follow-up yet.
So, Aghanims on Tofu. There's gonna be a Lincoln Sphere even on Mira. Of course, he's gonna need some time, but a billion Lincoln Spheres coming out on the other side if Yutaro still wants one. So that's gonna make it really tough for Duel, for the kickback. Everything from Gaimin Gladiators, they rely a lot on those first spells that they use, and pretty much all of their more important spells, they get destroyed by the Lincoln Sphere. It's a good thing they're gonna have multiple halberds, though.
Yeah, but meanwhile, I mean, the fortifications on both sides are going to be used. The tier 2 being traded off. Meanwhile, Gaimin Gladiators on the top lane. Do they want to try and trade this one out again? Sniper as well as Shad. They did come up, they take down this tier 2. But the outpost's going to be traded off. The outpost here for Gaimin Gladiators is a little bit more important if they can hold on to it for the next 4 or so minutes. But do you expect, you know, Spirit, are they going to be waiting for this next Roche? Do they want to get aggressive now? You know, what is it that, especially with the Aegis starting to get close to being timed out, is that then going to be the go time for Team Spirit?
Team Spirit, currently, while the Aegis is up, they want to force Gaimin Gladiators into a mistake to get their hero to delay it a little bit. Then once the Aegis is out, you want to control an area of the map so that Gaimin Gladiators can't get there. It's very hard for Gaimin Gladiators to smoke onto you, because then the sniper gets out of position, right? So you want to hold that, have this lead, until a point where you feel like you've outpushed the lanes enough, then you go for a smoke, and you're aware that the enemies are going to disperse too much. Because as it is good for Team Spirit, or bad for Gaimin Gladiators to go into an area they're not controlling, that's how good it is for them to be in an area they are controlling, especially during nighttime because of the sniper.
Oh, the Penta-Edge Sword comes out for the Ursa as well. That's a really nice item for the Ursa. You know, the extra attack range, the extra damage that comes out. But does he actually want to use it up here as Sniper? Just sitting back.
You can see how the Sniper is the first just to give that extra vision, and everyone is ready to jump. Now, they're going to try to catch Gaimin Gladiators off guard. The Gaimin Gladiators actually did a good job. They pushed out the mid lane, so they don't have to move here from this cliff for quite some time.
Yeah, and Yutaro, he was drawing the line into the Radiant Triangle, maybe seeing if Gaimin Gladiators had moved themselves back. That tier 1 tower is still up in the top lane there as well. And it seems like, again, Gaimin Gladiators, they know something's up. They're moving as a group, but it just seems like they're moving counter to how Spirit are moving. But with the Sir, they've got nothing in front of Celery here. Celery, if he's wide open, if Yutaro can get the jump, but it looks like Smoke is going to fade off. And now Team Spirit, they're playing it a little bit safer. They're going for the D-Walls. They're getting that vision down, looking to see if they are going to be scouted out, if they do come a little bit further forwards. And now Shad, yeah, they've got this position right. Tofu, Shad, Ace, just sitting right at the front, waiting, daring anyone to come for the diving. But Mira on the back lines, he actually gets the toss back onto the Wisp. Can they clean the Wisp up? The Wisp, he's already got that mechanism out now as well. Yutaro, he wants to go on the Shad. The duel's going to be there, but it's still the Wisp. He has to buy back into this now as well. That duel, is it going to be enough? It's not going to be enough to take down Law. Law with the BKB. He's trying to keep himself alive as well with the E-Blade. He even takes down the LC, and now they're going to be able to get themselves onto Quinn. And Quinn, the relocate, that's the dieback as well on the Wisp. And Shad, the illusions come through in from the wall. Shad going to be slowed down. The Force Staff comes forward, the bash, and Yutaro is going to clean him up. Even Tofu might go down here. It might be a full 5-man wipe. The kick away. But what was stolen? It's going to be the kick. So the snowball, he gets that blink off here. Tofu just trying to buy as much time as possible. Is there going to be a blink in here now as well from the Rubik? It looks like Tofu, he's going to be the lone survivor.
Rubik has really long legs.
Maybe not. Telekinesis into the kickback. What a setup there from Snowball. It's only keeping him alive for so long. He does have the blink. Okay.
The thing with the blink, even against the Lash and the Pudge or something like along those lines, if you're blinking the way that you're facing, you're still going to be able to do it. It's the turn rate that stops you from getting yourself out. But that is just beautiful. This is itemization from Laurel that wins you the game, because he pops the BKB here. Sniper doesn't do damage to the BKB. Look at that. He went, I don't know if he finished off the MKB, but he doesn't have a Daedalus. He doesn't have a crit. So through the BKB, he does no damage. And that is why this BKB is so big. You BKB, you jump to the Sniper. Without the headshot, he doesn't do anything to you.
Yeah, and then you can see Shad, he was just, when the dieback came out from the Wisp, you know, he was trying to get in, relocate, and get anybody he could out. He was tethered to Quinn to try and get that regen onto Quinn to keep him alive. But I think ultimately, yeah, the dieback, and it just leaves Shad stranded in no man's land. And okay, there is still that tier 1 tower on the top lane. You know, you won the fight on your side of the map. So it means that you have to spend a little bit of extra time, you know, pushing out the lanes or you know, moving through into, but they still managed to get themselves down into the mid lane, pushing it through and taking down a lane of racks.
Yep, very big, very big. The goal lead from Team Spirit is so huge right now. We talked about it, their lineup. It really does like for the fight to start that they jump in and they murder someone. What happened in the last fight? They murdered the Wisp. With the gold lead of 20k, it's very easy to do so. And I think Sniper now, he's gonna have to be thinking about a damage item, a full physical damage item, not an MKB, nothing like that. It's either a Daedalus, Silver Edge, or a Rapier. It's MKB is gonna be finished. It doesn't change anything, because you still pop a BKB and you're fine. So I'm scared here for Gaimin Gladiators.
Oh, who've they got the drive back on? It's actually going to be onto the Razor. The Razor with the BKB. Do they have the physical damage to get through this now as well? On the back lines, Tofu, he got low. But low, he wants to get himself in. Yutaro's going to be able to finish it off. Tofu now as well. The vacuum comes back onto 2. The duel as well onto the LC, onto the Shrek. He's not going to be able to finish him off, though. The damage, it's just not there. And Ace, he gets kicked away. Telekinesis comes out now as well. And they're just going to be able to take down all 5 with no buybacks here on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. Team Spirit going to be able to match themselves down this mid lane, straight through onto the racks, straight through onto the tier 4 towers. They see there's no buybacks, so they say, okay, we're just going to take over the base. And GG just gets called. Gaimin Gladiators, they put up a really good early game, but in the end, Team Spirit had that late game to come back and get themselves back into the game to win.
Team Spirit are just stupidly good. That's it. You lose 2.5